This is when bad grades in high school will actually matter to Ivies, and make sure you watch to the end because that's when the grades are going to matter the most. Let's start before ninth grade. Now, before ninth grade, your grades actually matter very little. In fact, colleges will never see these grades unless you're taking high school grades while you're in middle school. However, the grades can matter for math placement, so it's very important to make sure that you've completed Algebra 1 at least by the end of 8th grade so that you're on track to do well in math classes in high school and get a high score on the SAT. Next, we have ninth grade. Now, this is the first year that colleges will actually see the grades on your transcript. And the good news is that it's far enough away from the admissions process that you have some wiggle room. You can do badly in a couple classes in ninth grade, and as long as you recover from it and you do well the subsequent years, it's really not that big of a deal. Colleges don't care that much. They weight the grades in the later years way more. Next, we have 10th grade. Now, in 10th grade, the accountability really starts to kick in. The colleges do expect that by this point, you have a pretty good grasp of how high school works, and they expect that you're going to start getting A's in all of your classes. Next, we have the most important year of all, which is 11th grade. Now, in 11th grade, the colleges have extremely high expectations of you because, especially for early applications, these are the most recent grades they're going to see. So you want to do everything in your power to make sure that you get all A's in 11th grade because that's the information they're going to use to predict how you're going to be doing in your classes in college. Finally, we have 12th grade, which really should be divided into two separate parts. The first half of the year before most of your applications to colleges go out, and then the second half of the year. Now, during the first half of the year, your grades in your classes matter a lot. In fact, if you had some lower grades in high school way earlier on, you can make up for some of that by getting really high grades during the fall in your senior year and then applying during regular decision in January so the colleges get a mid-year report update on the grades in your classes up to that point. However, after that, once you're in the spring semester, you really don't need to worry that much. To be honest, as long as you're getting at least a B in your classes, and in most cases, as long as you're just not failing, nothing really is going to happen. Colleges very rarely will rescind an acceptance because of low grades. You really have to mess up pretty bad. So that's when the stress goes away. And that's pretty much it. That's when your grades matter and when they don't. And if you guys want to see everything else you should be doing to have the best chances of getting into an Ivy League school, just search Ivy Roadmap, then your grade. There's a full guide already there.